And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I love her mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I still like to play the victim again. I go to my friends home over Christmas, and I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired, tracks, and one pair of shoes, and I'm splitting out, so I'll have to lose. Hello, Ukulele Says. This week we are doing the chart hit classic by Noah Kahan, however you pronounce the name, called Stick Season. This song is super popular, it's topping the charts everywhere, probably because of that lovely repetitive pop chord progression that's used, and also because it just makes you feel emotional and nostalgic. It's one of those acoustic folk songs that just brings your emotions alive a little bit. If you like this video, give me a little like, you can give me a little comment, and you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page at Ukulele Saz, and you can join the Tab Shack where you'll get access to all of my lesson materials, PDFs, and lots of knowledge nuggets. My aim is to always give you a little bit of theory, a little bit of knowledge to music when we play songs that we all know and love, just to help deepen your understanding, give you a little bit more of a musical knowledge, and also make things a little bit easier for you when it comes to learning theory too. This song is one of those typical pop songs that follows one of those regular chord progressions where we use the first, the fifth, the sixth and the fourth chords of the key, which is typically the three major chords and the relative minor chord as well. In this song we are playing in the key of A, and we're going to be using the chords A, D, E and F sharp minor. This is normally a key that people will shy away from on the ukulele purely because of the dreaded E chord. However, I have found a way to make this song so much more exciting to play where you don't need to play the full E chord. In fact, we're going to use a variation that personally I think makes the song sound that much sweeter, and you can still play along with the actual song because we're sticking to that key of A. So because this song follows pretty much the same chord progression throughout, what we'll look at first are those chords in the order, and then we'll look at the variations that we are going to play. So the first chord that we're going to play is A, which we're always going to keep as A. We're then going to play the E chord, that I know many of you do not like because of this horrible bar. We're then going to play an F sharp minor, and then we're going to play a D. And that is the general chord progression of the song. So we've got A, sounds really nice, bright and happy, lovely, lovely chords. But what if we do this? Could you hear the difference there in what I was playing? What I was playing there was a couple of suspended chords. Now, suspended chords are there to create tension, to create a little bit of drama and emotion, and it works so well in lots of acoustic folk songs. You'll find these type of songs are used all of the time. These type of chords are used all of the time. So, I'm going to show you the chords here. Now, we can play A as normal. We're then going to play what's called an E sus4. So, once you play your A chord, you are then going to add your ring finger to the second fret and slide up to the fourth fret. This is your E sus4. Lovely, isn't it? Then we're going to slide up 2 more frets and then add our pointy finger to the 5th fret of the E string. And this is just another way to play F sharp minor. And then we're going to pick this finger off, slide all the way back down as if we're going to play a D chord. And we're going to play just the top 2 strings. So what we're playing here is not the full D, and we're not playing the full E either. And that's because we're playing our sus chords. Now sus chords are really cool. If you take a standard major chord, you play the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th note of the scale. But when you play a sus2, you replace the 3rd for the 2nd note in the scale. So you play a 1, 2 and a 5. And for the sus4, you play the 1, the 4 and the 5th notes of the scale, rather than the 1, the 3, the 5. So really all we do is we change that middle note of the chord slightly lower or slightly higher. So if we take A, and then A sus2, lovely, isn't it? If you would like a video on suspended chords, let me know in the comments below, because I do think suspended chords are a wonderful way just to add a little bit of texture to your performances, to your songs. And in songs like this, they work so well, because they just fling in that extra sweet spot of nostalgia there compared to your standard major chords. So let's hear a little comparison. We can play D, or we can play D sus2, or we can play D sus4, D again. So you can hear the difference. Really nice. Now we're going to play an E sus4 compared to the E. E sus4. You can hear the emotion there, really hear the emotion. So the other thing that's really cool about the key of A and playing these chord shapes in particular is the fact that in every chord we're playing 2 A notes. The D sus2, A, then the E sus4, we're playing 2 A notes again, and then when we're here, we're playing 2 A notes again. So because we're playing the key of A major, this works so well, so we're really just ringing through that A note quite a lot. So basically that's the chord shapes that we're going to use. You can of course interchange if you'd like to use some of the sus chords or just go back to the normal chords as well, that's absolutely fine. But for this video I am going to simply use the sus. D sus2 and the E sus4. And this lovely little F sharp minor variation. And it's really fun because you do just kind of glide between the chords. So now that we have our chord shapes, we're going to have a little look at the rhythm of this song. Now this song is very acoustic, it's mostly using the ukulele, well, the guitar, so we're going to play the ukulele. There's also a cajon in there keeping a regular beat. And what also makes this effective is the way in which he strums in the song. So there are some parts of the song where for dramatic effect, we're just doing one long down strum for each chord. But then in other parts of the song, we are doing a specific strumming pattern. Now the main thing to notice with this one is the fact that there are 2 counts of 4 for each chord. So we've got A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, then E, 2, 3, then again, then F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, then back to D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is the main chord progression. We play that in the verses. It does change slightly in the chorus, because at the end of the chorus, rather than playing D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, we're lifting back up again for the last count of 4. So if we put that little chord progression together, we've got A, 2, 3, 4, A, and then an E, and then an E again, F sharp minor, and again, and then a D, then lift to E, 2, 3, 4. My suggestion is to get familiar and comfortable with the chord changes first, and see if you can play along with the song just with the down strums, just so that you can get the timing and so that you can feel where the chord changes are. A lot of people subconsciously do this. They can feel where the chord changes are in a song, but try doing it along with the actual song as well. It is normally faster than what you would normally play it, so that's another reason that it's good just to stick to one strum. So the strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, up. But we do 2 of them for each bar, not just one. So normally if it was within a count of 4, we would count 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. But because we're fitting 2 in each bar, we have to count it in a count of 2. So we would count 1 and E and a 2, 3 and E and a 1 and E and a 3 and E and a. So this is us venturing into 16th note territory, or semiquavers if you're from the UK. Now semiquavers are half the size of quavers, so there's 16 of them in one bar. So when we break down the notes into 16s, it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So when we strum 1 and E and a 3 and E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and E and a 3 and E and a, and so on and so on. The good thing is you get a lot of time to think about your changes because you've got 4 of the strumming patterns before you change chord. So let's give it a little try together, starting from the A. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, E and a 3, and E and a 1, and E and a 3, and change. 1 and E and a 3, and E and a 1, and E and a 3, and F sharp minor, E and a 3, and then D. That's it, just like that. Of course, we always practice that slow, just like how we played it there, even slower if you have to, until you can build up the momentum and you don't really have to think about what's going on in the strumming hand. So what we'll do now is we'll do a little strum through of the chorus. For the first half of the chorus, we'll do 1 strum per chord, and then when we get round to the second chord progression, we will do down, down, up, down, up, down, down. So let's give it a wee go. 1, 2, 3, and love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. I like to play the victim and I drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I cannot lose. Now you're tired, trying someone pair of shoes, and I'm spinning out, so I'll have to lose. And that really is the entire song. You can listen to the song to hear where it gets softer and they play 1 strum, and then you can listen to where it builds up. And as I said, you can also decide whether or not you want to use the regular E chord, or the E sus4, and the D chord, or the D sus2. So all of the theory nuggets, etc. are all on my Buy Me a Coffee page with all of the lesson materials where you can get a little bit of a deeper look into the details of this song, the theory nuggets, etc. as well. As I said, if you would like to know a little bit more about suspended chords and you would like me to do a video, let me know in the comments below. And I've got one more suggestion. If you like this song and you like this style of music, one of my favourite artists who really sings a lot like this and deserves a heck of a lot more credit is someone called Ziggy Alberts, who I've been watching and listening to for years and years. I've seen him live, I'll be seeing him again in Glasgow this summer, and he is really just wonderful. Compared to Noah's 40 odd million listeners on Spotify, poor Ziggy's only got 1 or 2, but he's not a one-hit wonder. He's got some absolutely fantastic music, so don't forget to check him out too. Just a little advocating because I love him so much. And yeah, I think this is one of the reasons that I liked and decided to do this song, is it really gave me some Ziggy Albert vibes. So there we go. So as I said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave me a little like, subscribe, a little comment. You can also check out my social media where you've got access to seeing my life as a ukulele teacher in Glasgow, Scotland. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.